So what is nice about these Muffin Pan Quiches, like many meal prep recipes, is that you can hold them in the fridge for the week. So you can just grab and go when you're ready to eat. They make a great snack as well. And I personally think that they could also be great for a little party appetizer. So tomatoes are de-seeded, and you can see that there is quite a lot of liquid in there. So this will help keep our Muffin Pan Quiches nice and firm. So next step, I'm gonna go ahead and dice these up. Once they're diced, we can add them to our muffin pan over here, and then we can move on to our scallions. All right, so we're just gonna put these aside. I'm gonna wipe up my cutting board here, and now onto the scallions. We can go ahead and just chop that little root end off. And if there's like a little bit of kind of loose skin here, you can either chop it or cut it off, or peel it off, I should say. So I like to use a whole scallion or green onion. The lighter parts are a bit stronger in onion flavor. So if you want something a little bit more subtle, flip your scallion around and just go for the green parts up here. Now we can bring our muffin pan back to center here, and we can start filling. We're gonna start with the tomatoes, and we just wanna evenly distribute our chopped tomatoes throughout the muffin pan. So you can see already that these are really filled. On to our green onions. If you don't love green onions, you can use some chives. We're actually also gonna top these with a little bit of basil, because tomato and basil just goes together. Lovely. Can't go wrong with that combination. Also, some Parmesan cheese. And a little bit goes a long way. Parmesan is a great flavorful cheese. I'm also gonna top with a little bit of pepper on each. I'm gonna just do a little bit of basil too. I love fresh herbs. I will add them wherever I can. And I actually like adding this last because it adds a nice little pop of color on the top of your muffins here. It smells so good. So the way I'm gonna do this is I like to layer the basil together, and we're gonna do a little chiffonade cut. So you layer it, and then you roll it, and when you slice, you will see now that you have these cute little basil ribbons. Oh, it smells so good. I'm just gonna top these here too. Just a little bit on each. Of course, the very last bit is that we need some eggs. Okay, so we have 6 eggs here. We're just gonna lightly beat them. And if you haven't already, go ahead and set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, and that's that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just whisked enough. Now we're just gonna evenly pour. So I'll do a little bit in each first to make sure I can evenly distribute these eggs. And remember too that eggs really pop up when they bake. So if it looks like you're not adding a lot, don't over pour. Delicious tomato parmesan mini quiches are all ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna pop them in my oven here for 20 to 25 minutes until they're puffed up and smelling delicious. Great, we'll see them in 25 minutes, and I'll clean up a little bit more here. Okay. Whoa, oh, they smell so good. Yum. Now I would not be mad waking up to this breakfast every morning of the week. And because we use that nonstick cooking spray, they should just pop right out. I gotta pick which one I want. I want this one. Well, there you go, perfect. Now look at that perfect little egg muffin. And 1 serving is actually 2 egg muffins. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a second one. I think this one looks pretty. Perfect. Yum. They really smell amazing. That ham is nice and just salty enough. We've got the Parmesan in there, the eggs, the tomato, the scallions, the basil. This is really an impressive breakfast that was super easy to make. So let's dig in. I love these. That ham as a little cup adds like an extra wow factor for me, honestly. I'm a big savory foods kind of person, so I love the saltiness that that ham gives, but it's just enough, it's not too much. The tomatoes are flavorful. The scallions and basil, I think that combination is really tasty. And all around, this is just a winning breakfast. You can find this high protein, lower carb recipe plus so many others on EatingWell.com. Thanks so much for watching. Happy cooking, and I'll see you next time on Prep School. Cheers.